Why is ADA signage a good niche for shops to get into?
One of the probably most profitable lines of signage are, in fact, ADA. ADA signs are required by law in every state due to federal regulations, and they open up opportunities for signage that perhaps you wouldn't have otherwise. For example, if you're doing directional signage, ADA is a great complement. If you're doing exterior signage, ADA is a great complement. So many times it can be used as a secondary source of profitability.
Doing ADA signage, what markets does it open up?
ADA signage is found almost every public building that you go into, schools, banks, airports, federal buildings, hospitals. You don't realize how many there are until you start looking around. But if I had to say number one, probably the hospitality industry. It's a great door opener.
So, what is the most significant barriers to entry in the ADA market?
ADA signs can be manufactured in many different ways. Maybe one of the downsides is that some of the processes are relatively expensive to get in terms of capital equipment. Some manufacturers offer a complete finished product where no capital expenditure is required. And there are enough sign manufacturers out there that specialize in ADA where most sign companies can feel very comfortable they're getting a high quality product without having to make major investments in their shop.
So, what type of equipment is needed to do ADA signs?
There are so many different variables in manufacturing ADA. I've seen things as simple as a piece of aluminum that's been machined to multi-level ADA signs that get kind of pricey. So depending on the design features of the ADA sign, you could need or use up to 4 different machines, each of which can cost tens of thousands of dollars.
How difficult is it to comply with ADA regulations?
Well, like most things the federal government gets its hands into, we find that there are many, many pages of regulations. But truth be told, it really isn't that complicated or sophisticated. There are certain standards that must be adhered to for everyone's benefit. So, in my opinion, the restrictions are reasonable, and it's ultimately to the benefit of the end user, particularly those that are visually handicapped.